Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, back onto the normal sort of streaming schedule now. Apart from I'm going to be doing it slightly shorter from now on. Doing 6 hours a week's a bit too much, so I'm going to knock it down to 2 hours a night now. 2 nights still. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, doing 3 hours at a time is a bit too much for me, and it was getting on my nerves a bit. Yeah. I'll go over to the comments in a minute, see who's on. Do no warning for this one. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video as you're watching, and if you ever want to support this channel, I've got a Patreon account that you can join and get private videos, stuff like that. And if you ever shop at GearBest, Amazon, Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk and eBay, English eBay, use the links I provide, buy anything you want and I'll get a percentage of it. I'll go over to the comments now and I'll let you know when I can see you. Alright, hang on. I'll tell you in a second. Fuck's sake, I've already fucked up now. Right, I'll let you know in a second when I can see the I don't know what to go on. It's weird. What was on events? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'll let you know in a second. Not like I've been off that long. Right, hang on. Right, so live chat, pop-up chat. Right, come on. It's funny, I've only had a couple of weeks off and I couldn't fucking remember anything. So Simon, Rob, Rod, Dead Not Z, Peachinator on. You right? Yeah, I'm alright. How are you lot? Rod said, mate, what is the best burglar deterrent? I don't know. I suppose it's a lot of things, isn't it? Just, yeah, that's, yeah, bloody big dog is, yeah, that's probably one of the best ones, isn't it? I think it's a combination of everything in it, but a dog, definitely. Dog, big gates, gravel on your fucking drive, lights, cameras, prickly bushes, plenty of window locks and door locks and all stuff like that. Yeah. I suppose it's a combination of all them. But I think Rob's right there. The best one straight away would be a dog, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know what the sort of legality would be of putting sort of spiky things on your windowsills, but well, you can get them ones for the tops of fences, can't you? Them sort of cat things. You'd probably be able to put them on your outside windowsills, and it will still be all right. It should be acceptable. You know what I mean? Pete said, "Blast 2 barrels straight up into the air." Richard, you all right, mate? You all right, Rich? Yeah, it's windy here as well. I was wondering if you lot be able to hear it because I could. Rob said, "Timer lights." Yeah. David, he said, if you could suggest a legal carry self-defense weapon for a rough neighbourhood. Well, I'll tell you what, David, go onto my channel, watch my last video that I just put on there, and you'll see a video of exactly that. I'll post a link quickly. Go and watch this video, it's only 2 minutes long. Hang on. Just getting the URL, I'll post it. My bloody mouse is playing up, it won't fucking right click. Watch this video. All depends. Yeah, this is all legal self-defense items, I call them. Featured always having someone at home is good. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Rod said, local twats trying to break into my mum's house. He's old, so no dog anyhow. Yeah, that's a difficult one, really. I suppose it's just making sure that everything you've got going as good as you can sort of afford to do it. Yeah, locks and all that, and yeah. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes a dog is not an option. I know what you mean there. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Cameras always help. You could get a. I'll tell you what you could get, Rod, if you could afford it. And it's probably not that dear. You can buy a camera now that you could install at your mother's house, and then every time someone comes into contact with that camera, it would send a photo to your phone. So if someone was fucking around outside, you would get an alert. You would. Pete said my storm is on the way. My storm is, yeah. On the way, yeah, it was on the way. Marcus, right, mate? Then not he said you can get barking machines, I believe. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, or just go old school and record it on a tape recorder. CD player. Put that on a loop. But yeah, no, that's a good idea, definitely. I only mentioned what I said because that was an old school thing that my dad was going to try once. This was years ago in like the early 90s. He was going to try that because they had a yard where they needed it to be sort of protected. So they was going to do that. They was going to record the dog barking, put it on a tape recorder, have it playing down there. I don't know if he ever did though. Saying that, I think not long after that, the land got bought and then they lost their yard. Weapons and stuff, you right, Liam? You got a notification, did you? Richard said, finally got the scope 0 on the Black Hawk. Robin hooded a crossbow bolt at 10 meters. Ah, that's good. That is very good. I just got to do something. Still be here. Just wheeling myself around. Cairns on, you right, mate? Right, where am I? Cairns said, I think you're talking about those doorbells with cameras on them. Yeah. Pink said, buy a dog bed and put it in the room. Also get a dog sign for the doors. Yeah, you can get, yeah, or the gate or something. Yeah, that's a good idea. You don't necessarily have to see the dog, do you? Just hearing it. Not hearing it, just seeing a sign saying dogs might put some people off. David, you have a fucking good swing on that umbrella. I'll tell you what that is, David. That's that's called a security umbrella, and that's made to be really strong. Yeah, don't half give a good old whack, doesn't it? Tom said, you're right, Marcus. Pete said, hi, Liam. Rob said, get a couple of mates together and get the fuckers told old school. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I had one of those barking machines. It works on sound activation. Oh, that's good. Rod said, I'll try the camera app thingy. Cheers. Problem is, police are protective of the scropes rather than the burglary. I know, mate. I know. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Shame, innit? But I know exactly what you mean. Neil Blyer, you right, mate? They said you could get a shotgun license. Yeah. I've never bothered personally. All my stuff's deactivated. Prep Fritz on, you right, mate? I might just put on the slow mode. Getting a bit quick already. I won't put too much on though. I remember how bloody do it. Really, I haven't been off that long. I can't remember how to fucking do any fucking thing. Oh yeah. That'll slow you down a bit. Sorry, but it's got to be done. Jack, you right, mate? Just talking about home security at the minute. Someone was asking advice for what you could do for your mother's house to stop someone burgling it. So it meant no dogs, stuff like that. Pete said, no use using guns for anything but target shooting. You will end up in prison. Yeah, and for a fucking long time as well. Yeah, they don't mess around with things like that now, do they? I'll tell you what, gas mask, what it was, the camera always used to be, I think, slightly like obscuring it. I tried to make sure it's on now. It's always been there though. Neil Blight said, I recently got my new Moella Scout knife. I'm thinking about making a review on it when I have time. Yeah, do a review, mate. Do a review. Prep for it. But with slow-mo on, you sound like the sloth from Zootopia. What on that? Oh, what on the umbrella thing? Then he said many years ago there was a fella who kept getting his garage broken into, so he connected it to the electric. The next sod he tried to rob the place got badly fried. For fuck's sake. As I've said, PIR lights or cameras can be very useful. That's what I said, Liam. Impossible for someone to sneak up the front and back without being lit. Yeah. That's like I said, home security, teach her things in private. Granted, is it illegal to use a firearm for self-defence in the UK? Well, it sort of is, but it sort of ain't. You know, people have not like in America where it's sort of definitely sort of fine, but there have been times when someone has shot someone with a shotgun and it's been deemed acceptable. Yeah, it's all about I can't remember the word now, but someone will tell me in a minute. But whether it's you know, whether you're going overboard. If someone's got a knife and you shoot them, that's not acceptable. But if they had a gun and you had a gun, it'd be all right, sort of thing. Or if there was three of them with knives and you had a baseball bat and you managed to beat them all, that would be acceptable. Yeah, reasonable force. That's it. Dead not he said the plot did him for it though. That's the electric bloke, isn't it? David said, give old Grandma Martini Henry bayonet. They don't like it often. Mr. Mannering. Caboose said, unless your life is at risk and you've got a gun out of its secure safe. Unless your life was at risk and you've got your gun. Oh, and you've already got it out the safe, yeah. Richard, my future weapon builds are going to be put on hold for now. I need to focus on building those knives for sale. Yeah, you'll have to do some videos on them, Rich. That always helps get a bit of more publicity for them. I know you will do videos on them, but, you know, do it. Marcus said to Kern, it's a bit of a minefield, really, mate. Firearms in the UK are very difficult to obtain. Caboose said, Marcus, not if it's a shotgun. Liam said about reasonable force. Simon said, can you do a home security stream? This has piqued a few people's interests. Like what? Let me know what you mean, and I'll just purely talking about that. Yeah, I could do that. I still got to do the other one first, so but I'll get round to it. Rob said, was it Dryden, that farmer? Yeah, I don't know, mate. Gasmar says, so fear of death is not enough in the UK. I don't know. Not really. It's pretty much you're not allowed to defend yourself in this country, are you? Really? Well, you are, but you know what I mean. That's what they make. They want to make you think you're not. Meek said, if it's planned, then it counts as premeditated attack, not self-defense. Bruce said to Marcus, I mean, it's easy to get a shotgun certificate. CJ, no, it ain't been on long. I've started them late now. Then not easy. It's your right to own a shotgun. I'd have to give you a good reason why you can't have one. That's like I said, loads of gun owners have shot people in the UK and face no charges in home invasions. Yeah, it just all depends on the situations, doesn't it? I think even fucking I don't know. I don't go into it. I don't know the details too much.
Rod said, this thieving twat ain't bothered about lights, cameras, dog or out. I've locked all the downstairs windows, which I ain't happy about, but it's really doing my head in. Yeah, I don't know. He said, oh, that knife thing never went through, did it? Not yet, I don't think. There's a I got robbed once. I have a replica sword off side by side. It does work. They think it's a firearm. I suppose that means it doesn't work. Eyes off home southern swords. Good website for replicas. I'll look that up. I've said Jack Stryker just replied on the bayonet comment, Jack. I have a few. My SDG 57 is my favourite, as it is the biggest. I have a decent hand. It has a decent handle on it. Can be used hand to hand quite well. Richard said, saw Jack's bayonet video. I really like the handle. Yeah, it was a nice overall bayonet, wasn't it? Good bloody price, wasn't it? For under 30 quid. All right, Simon, we'll do that one night. We'll do a dedicated. I'll do the dedicated. I've still got to do the other one first. We'll do that, and then we'll do a dedicated pure home security one. I'm just writing it down. Jan said, when going out, leave the lights, radio, totally on, make burglars think you're at home. Yeah, good idea. I'll make the make the burglars feel at home. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I love those 1800s, early 1900s bayonets. They're sort of like swords you can touch with a rifle. They're nice looking as well, aren't they? But yeah, brilliant. But he said that shotgun rep would be £100, Mike. It would be an 1800 era style one. Ah, right, yeah. I know what you mean now, Pete. What was the other one we was going to do? It was about shit hit fan bartering and stuff, wasn't it? I'll still do that. It's just I never get. I've got to do that on a different night, and because the streams was getting a bit too much for me, they was stressing me out a bit. That's why I had a week off. It means I didn't do any others. What I need to do when we do these ones, it won't be on these nights. It'll be on like a weekday night or something. So pretty much any of the pre-1870 replicas look damn real if you had it pointed at you in the dark. Yeah, exactly. Rob said it was Tony Martin shot the two burglars, got life, then reduced to manslaughter. Ended up doing 3 years. Yeah, that's not a lot really, is it? 3 years, I don't think that's too bad for what he did, some people say that's a disgrace, but yeah. Like I said, I've got CCTV, take the alarm system, hopefully the burglars will go somewhere else. Yeah, exactly. All good news, my missing Gerber knife turned up today. I hadn't seen it in 3+ years. I thought it was totally, I had a funny thing with this one tonight. Fucking piece of crap this is. I know it's bad anyway, but I pulled the fucking blade out today and the fucking back spring bloody broke. It just gets worse and worse. Fucking glad I didn't pay for it. Alright, where am I? Who said, are the police more likely to deny a 17-year-old a shotgun certificate? I don't really know, mate. I don't know what. Probably. I don't know. Sam, you right, mate? I've said to Marcus in a box where I hadn't put it. Was sorting through some stuff, clearing up the room, and suddenly it was there. With my balance, I'm saying, oh, nice. Richard, I thought David Cameron changed the home invasion was. To be honest, I don't know. So that's the case. Tape 2 long metal tubes together and point them at the invader in the dark. That would look like a side-by-side shotgun. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, can't believe that. Fucking back spring bloody snapped in half. It said you have to be 18 for a firearm. Gone a bit quiet suddenly. All on the 20-second fucking timer. So. Oh no, it's just a bloody it's a bottle of water, Jack. I'll tell you what it was though, because it's actually got it printed on the bottle. It's Burton upon Trent, Marston's or something. Established 1834. What it said on the bottle. Yeah, I don't know what was in it. Now I wanted to stop drinking out of fucking plastic bottles. I've got myself a glass one now. With a fucking rubber stopper on it. Yeah, what year is that water? 18. There's the fucking thing. 1834. Pure water, straight from the spring. Alright, well, I missed any. Sam said, never been much of a fan of folding knives for that reason. Yeah, I ain't had one where the bloody back springs broke, but this is a cheap thing anyway. It turned up broken. So when it did break, I wasn't that surprised, to be honest. But I did think, well, that's a bit odd. Fucking back spring's broke as well now. Caboose said to Pete, you're able to purchase a shotgun at 17 and you're able to own one at 14 upwards. Well, in that case, you probably wouldn't be no restrictions on getting one then, I doubt. Pete says CBD time, back in 5 minutes. Tom said, you're right, Sam, saw your new mountain bike. Good bit of kit. You got it for a steal. Pete said, what use that water? I've been eyeing up bikes. Got to save up for one first, though. I'll always get a second-hand one, can I? Mark, I said, guys, we've all got to sub Sam's channel. He's got some great videos for anyone who doesn't know him. Yeah, go and sub Sam and well, go and sub each other. He said I had a back spring break on a Spyderco. How's it replaced it though? With no hassle. Yeah, I tell you, I wouldn't be able to show you on here, but it fucking surprised me. I was just opening it, but I think I was in the bog. Now you like to take things along with you to play with, and I opened it up. I had like a fucking snapping noise, yeah, and the fucking back spring broke just there. It's still usable, but it's made the blade more like a fucking loose friction folder now. Jack Striker said a shotgun is not the be all and end all of home defence, lads. It really isn't. No, I've got no interest in the shotgun personally, Jack. I've said I really like the quiver I did. Going to look for a Union Jack flag to put on it or match the red, white, and blue colours. Yeah, I thought it was very clever, Rich. I like that idea. If people haven't seen it, Richard's made a arrow quiver from a golf bag. Dave said, what do you think of that fucking senior officer stayed in his fucking car and locked the door when the ISIS fuckers were killing PC Palmer? Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dave, we don't really discuss that kind of stuff too much, but you know what I would think of that. Do you know what I mean? Mark said, was that from GB, Mike? Yeah. The weird thing, I don't think it's Gearbest's fault, if you know what I mean. I looked online and the company who makes these are sending out loads of them broken. It's the first time I've ever had a single thing bad from Gearbest. Yeah. But I looked online and nearly all the reviews, people were getting sent them and they're already broke. I don't know if the stuff's popping off, the rivets pop off. I don't know if they're popping off when they send them. If not, Gearbest probably never even see them. Like I said, spread the subs, lol. I said, I filmed a sort of response video to your top 10 legal self-defense items today. Not 10 items, but saying about passive versus aggressive self-defense and avoiding trouble. Nice, I look forward to that. When will that be out? About 3 weeks or something? I know when you say you've recorded one, it won't be out for a while, will it? How long are you sort of not behind, but you schedule them, don't you? Yeah, I was more than 3 weeks then. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I suppose it was about 3 weeks when you was doing them every day, wasn't it? I suppose it's longer now. Sam said, honestly, shotgun is good for the ladies. Not too familiar with shooting for in-house. Birdshot makes it easier for them to hit a target without shooting through every wall in the house. Someone said, can you make the arrow quiver from a leather? You can make a arrow quiver from a leather ball cube bag, cut enough. Yeah. Robinson said, won't be out till November. Rod said, I read tactical pens. Where can you get the ink refills from? Well, GearBest definitely do them. I know that. But I'm pretty sure that they'll take pretty much any standard refill. You know, if you just look up pen refills, it'll just be that standard one. Yeah. Anywhere online. Yeah, dead not D said WX Smiths, I expect. Who said I'm interested in a shotgun for target shooting though? Yeah, you just have to. All you'd have to do is try and get one, see what happens. I would say you most probably would, you know, unless you was acting like a nutter or something at the time. Not saying you do, but you know what I mean. That's what you'd have to be doing to not get one. I know someone who got a shotgun license just because they wanted to see if they could get one, and now they have, and now they got a firearms license as well, just because they wanted to see if they could, and they did. Rod said, I wouldn't put my mother in charge of a shotgun. I said, Amazon sell the ink refills, just measure the one inside before throwing away, then get the size. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that's about the simplest way you could put it, really, isn't it? Martin, not worth the hassle or attention. What's that, shotgun? Yeah, I got no interest in it, and you know, yeah. Yeah, I just don't want the bother of having to talk to certain people. Well, you know, I don't know. That's why I said I handed my shotgun ticket in years ago, pain in the ass to keep. Watched that film just before I did this stream, Liam. I thought it was quite good. Worth watching. Like I said to Jack, yeah, right on. Sam said, little black plumbing pipe, make hell of a zip shotgun in America, where it's legal to do it. Websoft said, but as tactical pens normally have a spring inside, get the length totally correct isn't needed, assuming the width is okay. Checking the message quickly. Oh, let's not start talking about zip guns, otherwise I'd have to start deleting the comments. Bad enough that I have to say not to talk about it. Well, sadly, everyone online seems to think it's shit, but maybe they have no taste in films. Probably the case, Liam. Simon said, if I get a firearms license or a shotgun license, you are constantly pestered by this. Are you? I don't know, but I don't even want the first meeting. You know, you know what I mean? It's just something I don't want to be dealing with. But no, I think it might only be once, but even I don't even want the first encounter. I assume, Marcus, you don't mind me showing that comment, do you? Because that's what you
Yeah, you put it on there, didn't you? Yeah, just, you know what I mean? Yeah, you wouldn't put it on there unless you wanted to show it. You know what I mean? Where am I? Rod said, I still can't get refills to fit. I've tried everywhere. They tend to be Parker shaped. Mine is cheap enough just to buy a new pen off the set. Yeah, oh, you're right there. Yeah, have a look on. I'd recommend having a look on GearBest. Dave said we have taken a turn for the worst. You could carry around a knife if you got caught. It was a slap on the wrist and maybe taken into custody. Now you have anti-terrorist squad knocking on your door. Yeah, exactly. That's why I have to be careful what I say on these streams, because you never know who's watching. You never know who may be watching later and try and, you know, make it look like you're talking about certain things. Yeah. So if I ever delete things, it's just for our own safety, really. I mean, our own, well, you know. Weapons I've said, Marcus, Disney's The Black Cauldron. Yeah, I've never seen it, and Liam, Liam recommended it. Said it's a good old film, so yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah, I liked it. It's quite good. What, you know, the little weird bear thing? What does that sound exactly like? Does it sound like I can't think what it sounds. Does it sound like Gollum or something? It sounded really badly like something, and I couldn't work out what it was. Who said to Simon, from what I've heard a bit, they would just knock on your door and inspect your safe, and then you keep in your guns. Tony, you all right, mate? Kern, I did read your message. Marcus said fully sport, you might. Dear mate. Yeah, you know how it is, don't you? You know, and I'm a bit paranoid as it is anyway, so I try to be a bit more careful about things without more than people would probably do themselves. But yeah, that's like I said, this day and age, the cops snoop on social media if you have a gun license. Good few people have had revoked for having the wrong opinions on things. That's what I mean, Jack. You know, and I also know from experience that they'll take, if you ever get done for something and they know you've got videos, they'll take your videos, right, and they'll try and use that as evidence against you to make you look bad. Shit like that. You know, not that it proves anything, but, you know, they'll do any little trick they fucking can to. I said, I always have to be careful I don't accidentally go out of a knife in my pocket because I find them so useful for work around the house. Yeah. I said, reminds me of Jar Jar. Yeah, maybe it was that then. It was something. I just couldn't put my finger on what it was. It was pretty much exactly the same as I thought. Yeah, I kept thinking, what the fuck is that? What is that just like? Could not figure it out. I kept thinking, is it Gollum? Is it? Maybe it's that then. Sam said Big Brother is always watching. Yeah, I believe that, mate. I'll tell you. Yeah, too late for me, Jack. Too late for me now, but yeah, I know what you mean though. Jack said that's why I never showed my face from the beginning. Well, you know I didn't for years, didn't I? And then showed it once and then just gave in, carried on. But you know, not showing it gives you lot, you know, a bit of an edge over if you do show it. Robin said, yeah, either Gollum or Jar Jar. In the book, he's meant to be a lot more dickish like Gollum. Yeah, I couldn't work out what the voice was. The voice sounds exactly like something else. I kept thinking, is it one of the fucking Muppets? It sounds like. Does it sound like fucking Elmo? Is it Gollum? It sounds like, but something it sounded fucking exactly like, and I could not work it out. I know it had that thing had the same sort of way of talking like old Smeagol, Gollum. Yeah. It's just, we're on. If anyone wonders, we're on about this little character in the film
the Black Cauldron. What was the thing called? What was its name? Richard Smith said he's like Gollum, the way he acts and moves timidly and acts cowardly. Yeah. Yeah, I literally just watched it just before this. All quiet again. You've got your 20-second timer to run out. The news on anyway. Let's have a look. Participants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gurgy. Yeah, yeah. Funny, I'd forgot that already. I started watching an Australian series called Mr. In Between. It's hilarious. I don't think I've heard of that. I'll write that down. I'm probably going to end up starting watching Armando Iannucci shows again soon now. I spoke about that Liam the other day, last night. I'll check that out, Sam. I'll look that up. Richard says, speaking of the Black Cauldron, I'm going to get the book, see how it differs from the movie. What are we going to do? Oh, you've got a message on it. Tell you what, Jack, I was just reading your message. You would love to walk around this place. There's all sorts of stuff. It's weird. We don't seem to have a lot around my local area. You never seem to find anything decent anymore, you know. I can go, not that I go very many places, but when I do, I never find anything now. Shame, really. Unless I always get beaten to it by someone. Rod said my Tony Luger keyring nearly got me locked up. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Jack Striker's face recognition exposed the Russian agents that were supposed to have done the poison thing. Face is the first port of call for any investigation. No face to look at. They are screwed. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you, a lot of people, I noticed there's a lot of people who wear masks when they go to London, go to these protests and that, or whatever, demos and that, wear a mask. But then they take the mask off when they get on the train, and then they just get identified by their clothes. But not that that's what you're getting at, but I've noticed a lot of people forget that, because yours would only ever be your face is always going to be covered up anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, they take their mask off and they get on the train to go home. Sam said it's on satellite TV here, but I'm sure you can get it in one of the apps. David said, used to be the mods and rockers fight on Brighton beach, now it's youth stabbing each other. I fear for our future generations. Yeah, sad, isn't it? Fucked. We've been having things around here, fucking stabbings, and, you know, some kid gets stabbed in the fucking neck, and for nothing as well. You know, at least when you used to have some big thing like that, it was for a reason. Now it's for no reason at all. It seems to be the difference. CJ said Netflix did kill Blockbuster. Weapons Love said, just looked on IMDb. Nearly all the voice actors in the Black Cauldron are quite famous. Freddie Jones is in it, but obviously John Hurt as the Horned King, I reckon, is the best character. Yeah, good, wasn't it? Where am I? Marcus said to Dave, this country is a real mess. Irish man said, there's cameras everywhere these days. I know. Right, Pete. Jack said you have to play the game, but make sure you are the best player. I love games. Yeah, exactly. That's it, though, isn't it? That's it. Make sure you're one step ahead at all times, you know. Dumble Sour Boo, you right, mate? Sam said my face and ass pretty much look the same. Just one has a beard. Fuck's sake, you can tell which has the beard by the thumbnail. Oh, God. Marcus said, To CJ, yeah, Blockbuster was great while it lasted. Richard said maybe it needs another body. What King replies, yours. Yeah, good. Good, because I got it fresh in my mind for once. Tried to do a video today where I was going to do a first-person view of what it would be like if a crossbow was shot right at your face. So I was going to shoot a basically a camera with a piece of plastic in the front, right? I probably will upload it tomorrow. So I get the camera, turn it on, put the piece of plastic in front, stand there with the fucking horizon redback crossbow, and I got another camera as well to make sure at least I got one shot. Shot the piece of plastic, it shot straight through the piece of plastic into the camera, broke the camera, and none of the footage recorded. Yeah, but at least I got the side view of it. As I've said, did it remind you of Army of Darkness as well? Yes, it did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did think of that. Richard Smith said maybe it needs another body. Horned King replied, yours. Yeah, I already read that. I must have missed your message first time, didn't you? Pete said I used to work in Blockbuster. Crystal said, I might just got the notification. A bit late then, but still good enough, isn't it? That said, I have to walk around the public wearing wigs many times while I'm driving my car wearing a wig. Nice. Maybe I'll have to try that. But then I don't go out anyway, so unless they got one up in a fucking satellite pointing through my window. Then not see, if you look back at history, you'll see that civilizations never last forever. They always fall into anarchy eventually. Yeah, I can I agree with you there, mate. Like I said, that beach night, epic and monumental. I think it's thing of its time, historical too. David said, "Cameras, lives matters." Like I said, the sun visor down in car always. Sam said, Jack Striker, we have a guy running red kites here in a monkey mask, getting flashed by cameras. Couldn't prove it was in driving. Oh, red light. Yeah, I thought that was a bit weird. Red kites, red lights. Like I said, they just prosecute the car owner here. Bristol said, I've been watching your video on the Horizon Redback. I have one on order. Thanks for the heads up. I'll tell you what, they're brilliant. They're well worth getting. I'll use any fucking opportunity I get to use mine in the video. I used it today and bloody shot a fucking camera. Richard said you can use a mirror to film a getting shot camera. Oh, I'll have to try that next. I've never really thought of that, Rich. That didn't even cross my mind. Robinson said they'll still find the car owner shitloads of money though. Yeah. I think that's what someone else was getting at, weren't they? Sam, Marcus. Peter said, I've got new videos coming soon. Good nature, automatic CO2, molten kill rat traps, toxin free. Nice. I look forward to that. I do subscribe to you, CJ, so I do watch most of your videos. I said, are Boker and case knives overrated? I think so. I don't know about overrated. I don't mind the old Bokers. I don't know. I haven't bought one for you, so I don't know what kind of prices they are. Jack said, does anyone have any opinions on TI's targeted individuals? I'll be honest with you, mate, I don't know a lot about it. Comes with, I think they tried prosecuting the owner here, but he got off. Wolfhawk said, UK is already in anarchy, nearly finished COD World War II. It's sad how hard those troops fought and the country is still falling into ruin. Sam said, can wait, CJ. Dumsabu said, Mike, you better be careful. It ain't camera hunting season until December, mate. You might get a knock on the door. Tell you what, it's in the bin now. I fucking smashed it to pieces. Well, not to pieces, but broke the fucking lens. You know, it's fucked. It's in the bin now, sadly. It was one of my old shitty cameras. That's why I did it. I wouldn't have ever done it with a good one. So to get yourself a cheap camera and you can actually shoot it, and the SD card should be okay. Oh, that's what I actually tried, Simon. That's what, but I put the plastic there to try and slow it down a bit. Yeah, but for some reason, when I took the SD card out, it hadn't recorded anything. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, really. But the plastic was just to slow it down a bit. But yeah, the plastic didn't slow it down in the slightest. I'll show you it. The camera actually flies back about 2 meters. Yeah, but it didn't fucking tape it. Marcus said San Remo and Ganzos are pretty much the real deal. Yeah, I think so. For what they are and the prices, they're brilliant. These are as good as any fucking knife of the equivalent sort of, or you know, these are a tenner. You can get similar things like 30 quid. This is as good as the 30 quid one, isn't it, Marcus? Once I've said to Sam, that's good, but sadly in the UK, whoever is the car's registered keeper, it's fined unless you can ID the driver. David said, I think you can get done for hitting a golf ball somewhere near a person. Probably can. Have to record via wire. Yeah, well, that's the other thing I was thinking of. I ain't got a recorder thing anymore. Well, what it is, I've got no output from the camera, but I did think of that as well. That it's too much to do. I just thought if it breaks the camera, it don't matter. At least I'll have the footage because it's a camera I don't use anyway. But yeah, it didn't work. But I did get the footage of it being shot at least. Sam said the weapon and stuff down, you have to be careful who you lend your car to. Yeah, you do over here. Marcus said to David, a lady lost her eye to a golf ball the other week. Sam said, oh, that's right, punch in the sack. I'd love to see that footage. Over to justice. Weapons said, Samuel, our insurance works here. Basically, you can't lend your car to anyone. Matt, you alright, mate? Hey, Mike, did you find the legal KET knife? Your keyring? No, I have added something to my keyring, though. I don't know whether I'm going to keep it on there or not, though. A little tactical glass breaker and pen. But I don't know if it looks too much like a fucking Kuberton. So that's it in the glass breaker bit. And then you unscrew it, turn it round, screw it back in. Now that's the pen. But I don't know if it looks too much like a Kuberton. But then again, even if it looks like one, it's not. It's a glass breaker and a pen. So, but yeah, there's the size of it. So it's about the same size as that torch. But no little knife yet. I just haven't bothered yet, but I'm gonna. Once I said, I think the problem is the camera gets destroyed. It won't format the file. Yeah, I sort of realised that afterwards when it was too late. Marcus said we rarely lend cars here. Website was right. Website said, anyone heard of POHL Force knives? They're making the new Rambo knife. No, I never heard of them. Rod said, any info on switchblade knives? Only that they're probably going to be illegal to own soon. So watch out. Wolford said, I have the car locked behind a gate, the area leading up to the front door. From there is an enclosed kill zone for the first floor window. Then said, insurance for the driver instead of the vehicle. That's actually smart. Probably cheaper on your personal insurance. Wolford said, I wouldn't even lend my car to Jesus. Pete said, no, that looks fine. What this? Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Mark said, yeah, definitely no. The ideal model of rod, definitely a no. The ideal knife model here is a Swiss Army knife. Yeah. That said, I like that knife. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It's, I originally got it to go with that little leather pouch. This. I wanted the little pen to go in there. But the problem was, because this is threaded, it catches on here and like starts to rip it. So I thought, fuck it, I'll put up my keys then. I used to got a pen and a glass breaker on my keys at all time now if I need one. But as I said, yeah, you can have multiple drivers insured on the car though. I always have my parents insured on my cars. Brings the insurance price down to no claims, means that I don't always have to drive. Captain, you right, mate? Like I said, yeah, insurance is relatively cheap here, depending on the age and driving record. Jumbo Boo said, "No had I heard of him, Mike, until Sloan posted it on Instagram." Well, I'd assume if he's getting them to do it, it'd probably be decent, wouldn't they? But I'll have to look them up later. But no, I've never heard of them. Funny thing is, though, you know that you know the email you sent me recently, and then you sent me the link to the bloke who's doing that knife for you. I had seen them before. I don't know how, but I'd actually been on his website before. I must have just been looking through knives and seen his knives by accident, you know. I hadn't been on his website intentionally, but I had been on there. I'm so sorry to drift into religion, but do you ever get bothered by the religious door knockers? They irritated me on a Wednesday, whenever it was. No, that's all right, because that's not really religion, is it? That's more just people knocking on your door, irritating you. No, I've never had that really, you know. You got me itchy nose though. I just said I carry a 4-ounce fishing weight on my keychain just in case I need to defend myself. When my son became driving age, my insurance tripled. I was so glad when he turned 21 and got his own insurance. That's partly why I don't drive, because money. Peaks, and if anyone wants a cheap line lock knife, I have a Schrade folder on Hiney House for £7. Rod said, I'm now thinking now, I made switchblades. They are useless knives, to be honest, illegal to even own. Not yet, but they're thinking about it. They're going to try and change the law, so flick knives, switchblades, will be illegal to own in your own house. Yeah. How they'd know you've got them, I don't know. But yeah. If anyone ever knows you've got them, it could be risky. Crystal said, I've got 2 of the SS Lyax tactical pens from your site. I mate also had one when he saw it. Decent, ain't they, Bristol? Where am I? He said, Jumbo Salvo, Pol Force make bloody expensive knives. They are supposed to be good though. Checks. Matt said, would you ask sex test holiday to get your deactivate brain gun back? Do you know what? I don't know who that is. I saw you write about her the other day. I'll look her up. One said I could actually buy a decent M4 with attachments if I was in America. As I've said, I really need to get a front door CCTV just so I can not go to the door if I got a code or something. Yeah, does help having CCTV in that. What's her name? Tess Holiday. Tess Holiday. I was hoping it was going to say something. That's that plus size model, yeah. Yeah, I'd do her for the brain gun. I've seen certainly worse things than her. Damn said the weapons. I've seen some funny stuff here on Arizona Mexico border. Some residents here hang taboo voodoo stuff to keep religious illegals off their land. That's a good idea. Yeah, because some people that would keep them off. But then I suppose the weird religious ones probably ain't there to rob you, are they? Jumbo Sabu said that Liam, I once told some Jehovah's Witnesses I was into devil worship and shut the door on them. When I opened the door a bit later, I found a card that said, Jesus loves you. I said, I get Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on the door. I like to wind them up sometimes. Now, I've never had them here. Like I said, I've got that. It's great. Oh, the old CCTV thing, yeah. Jumbo Sabu said, yes, apparently I'll sit on the fence until I See the finished article. Oh, the knives, yeah. And so I said, Simon, got any tactics? They said they might call back. Captain said, bet your bat would leave a knot. I've seen a bat do more than that as well. Actually split skin open. Time to paint the pentagram on your forehead, answered the door. Pete said, I'm going to make a switchblade style knife into a fork. I'll grind off the tip and cut 2 lines into it. Switch fork, yeah, I like that. That'd probably be alright though then, wouldn't it? Richard said, I get Jehovah's Witnesses every year, nearly for some reason. Their children aren't in school, but with them trying to recruit. Oh, bloody hell, didn't know that. Well, I don't know why anyone obeys the stupid laws in this country anymore. Half the population don't anyway. Matt was laughing. She ain't that bad. I've seen worse things than that. Not on top though. She can't be going on top or anything. You know, it's in one night, isn't it? One night from the brain gun back. Yeah. Didn't say to marry or anything. Rod said the keyring glass breaker you've got, they'll class that as a Coubertin. Well, that's what I was wondering, Rod. I did have a think about that myself. I've not actually took it out yet. It's not really big enough to use as a Coubertin though, but I don't know. I'll have a think about it whether I'd risk it or not. But at least it has got a pen, you know. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll think about it. But I did think that myself though, Rod. Like I said, Rod, yeah, I think meaning, you know, that I suppose that could be classed as a fucking Coubertin as well then, couldn't it? Sabu said, I know an old school skinhead who in his early 60s, he's a nutcase and well dodgy, but knows the Bible like the back of his hand. I rest my case. Matt said, go to the door naked. Jehovah's soon piss off. Pete said, like a waterbed. Tom said, in the UK, you have a no soliciting sign. Can they still knock? Yeah, they can't. Well, I don't know. See, we've got signs that say that, and then people tend not to. But there's nothing to stop someone knocking. They're not. He said, Double Sabu HH has some pole force knives if you want to see the stuff they make. Yeah, I'll look into that. Tom said, I shit you not. I once said I had a tattoo that says witness me on my back. So he said, oh, that's because you're young. I fucking pissed myself. No, I ain't in the old BBW's bullfrog. Just, yeah. But he said, I am the one who knocks. That's Breaking Bad, isn't it? Where am I? I said, it came to the door about 11. Most people should be working at that time. They interrupt me filming a video as well, which annoyed me. Until I'd be in jail so fast in the UK. Sabu said, I've seen his work, not really my cup of tea. I'll have a look at it later. What is it like? I don't know, I'll have a look. I've written it down anyway. Awful said you should invite them to take part in the video, Liam. Yeah. Get them in the garden, have a shooting competition with them. I've said, those kept telling me God is God of love. He doesn't cause bad things to happen. That's nice, I guess, but I didn't actually really care about that at the time. I was thinking, just leave me alone. Then what he said, no, nor mine, to be honest. Sam said to Peach, I'm the one who answers. Buck ass naked and hang cannon in tow. Electra, you alright, man? It's good to see you on. I'm going to stop for my 10-minute break at work. Say what's up. Nice. Good to see you on, mate. It's Pies under Smith and Wesson. Rod, the deal on Kubertons is to the cops who are fairly fucking limited in IQ. If it looks like a weapon, it is one. Mind, a Bic pen does the same. Impact weapon. Yeah, well, I know someone who's been stopped for having a Kuberton and had it took off them and had that was told off by the police. And that was a girl as well. Yeah, so I know that they will. You know, if they see your Kuberton on your keys, they will, and they know they'll come over and stop you. But if I did take that out and I got stopped, I would be prepared to get arrested and taken to the police station for it, and argue that it's a fucking pen and a glass breaker. Personally, yeah. But yeah, if you don't, you know, if I carry anything, even legal stuff, I'm prepared to go through the process if it comes to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. If you're not prepared to have to go down the police station, don't carry it. Whereas, you know, I don't bother me if I have to go down there for the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, if it's going to affect your work and that, don't bother. Marcus said to me too, Mike. Matt said, police have no codes these days. It takes 4 to arrest 1. Slingshot Warrior, you right, mate? Actors have got unlimited data, so I can at least listen in on the weekends. That's good, yeah, because you don't really need to. I read out the comments anyway, so you don't even need to unread them. So then he said, I wonder what the plod would do over a monkey fist. I don't know. I've always wondered about that one. Because I've always, the way I go about things is it's got to have some practical use, in my opinion. If it's got a pen on it or a bottle opener on it or a torch on it or something that is legal to use, I think you're a lot more likely for it to be accepted. If it's got no other real use that you can tell them about, which I don't know what a monkey fist could really be used for, just walking down the shops. You know what I mean? That's just the way I go about it. And everything for me has got to have some kind of legitimate use. And then you can be a bit more confident with it, I think. That's just me anyway. Tom said, best thing you can do for Jehovah's Witnesses is answer the door, then play the Party Boy song from Jackass. That's, yeah. And strip down to the gold phone and dance floor. Chase them off. Captain said, do you all have stop and frisk in the UK? Yeah, we have a sort of thing like that. Yeah, stop and search. I think they was on about trying to stop that, weren't they? Well, not stop it, but, you know, change it a bit or something, weren't they? Change the... Wolfhawk said, this guy at Screwfix I work with had a BBW wife, Mike. I'd guess she looks 200, 250 pounds. Rod said monkey fist is the same impact weapon. That's what I mean. That's the only reason I would go with that slightly more, because it is a pen. You know what I mean? And the glass breaker. I wouldn't ever risk a pure Kuberton because it's got no other use. I think Piers Brosnan is into BBWs. Have you seen his wife? No, I've not. Sam said, legit use for a monkey fist. I have one made of steel ball wrapped in Fiat 550 cord. I use it to throw, I don't know what that says, some branches that hang my hammock. Mark said, Bullfrog BBWs have nice faces like Ashley Graham, otherwise they'll be butt ugly. Things at Warrior said, Jack Striker has just been making some awesome videos lately. Has been making some awesome videos lately. Yeah, he's on a minute ago. Bullfrog said, is Jehovah's Witnesses a job you could make some extra money for, or is it voluntary? Don't know, mate. You've got to be religious in the first place, haven't you? I asked Bullfrog bring up religion again. Nah, someone else anyway. Someone said fat kid fingers got me again. What worries that I'm a Baptist? No, it's just sausage fingers. No beer at all. It's just an empty beer bottle with some water in it. I wanted to start drinking out of glass bottles instead of I keep drinking out of plastic constantly. It's not good for you, really. That was the best bottle I could find because I wanted a pint bottle size. You know, I wanted a pint size bottle. Like I said, Nalgene is good, man. Yeah, I'll have to check one of them out. I've never had a Nalgene bottle. But yeah, I have a lot of you know, I drink a lot of water, and I like to have something like that in a bottle. It's easier. I keep getting glasses of water. Yeah. Rod said Darren Day, the C-list celebrity, actually got done for having a Cooper. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. I think someone should have a plastic water bottle. That's BPA free. Yeah, I just thought I'd go for glass bottle, silicone fucking lid. I could drink out of that for the rest of my fucking life and it ain't gonna do no bother. You know. Somebody said I use mason jars as drinking glasses. Lid comes in handy too. I'm all spilling my shit. Yeah. With these lids, I had to find these. I could never ever find a fucking lid to fit these kind of bottles. They either disintegrate or the metal ones that starts coming off inside. Yes, that is a silicone sort of rubber, whatever it would be, wine stopper. Works perfectly. More tap water, please. Barmaid looks angry. Yeah, I have vodka and tap water. Luckily, I'm nice and polite there, and they oblige. Things at Warrior said true. Marcus said things at Warrior. I've got plenty of BPA-free bottles, mainly for camping. The other thing is, I noticed after a while, plastic or any bottles, they start to smell funny. You know, even if you clean them. But yeah, this is what I've done. I've gone for that best thing. You know, glasses in a, you know, definitely, you know. Then he said probably best sticking with a pen and a walking stick, I think. Matt said, are you doing Stoptober, Mike? No, not intentionally anyway. I probably will end up being sober this whole month just because you know, I don't go out a lot, so things what I said I'd use it for cycling. Sam said silicone rubber wine stopper, recycled condom. Could be. Both said, why not use a glass? Well, I did just say, I don't want to keep going downstairs filling up a glass and just having open water sat on the table. So I can fill that up. I don't have to keep going downstairs. Weapons of, yeah, plastic leaches, smells more, it seems, than metal and glass. Time to Grolsch beer bottles have that mason jar type top. It's good to hold oil or whatever. Yeah. Once I said, as my birthday's in October, I never do Stoptober, but I could go months without alcohol. Yeah, I tend to now, just because I really only sent a drink at you know, when I go out. So yeah, I go out a lot now. So. He just said I've dropped a full bottle of vodka tonight. Oh, you've dropped as in you know, drunk. Yeah, fucking nose is itching again. Things that for bicycle riding. I use it for cycling. Oh, sorry, I missed your message. Yeah. I don't know what you mean, Bill, for a pint and half a glass of tap water. Damage said CJ, major party foul. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know if he meant drink. He's dropped it as in dropped it and broke it, or dropped it as in, you know. What one do you mean, CJ? I did that once. So we walked miles and miles and miles to the only shop we could buy booze, which was quite a few miles away. Bought some of those bottles of Who remembers that 2020? I was about 14 at the time. I had to get my older mate to come with me. Walked all the way there, came back, stood just when I was just about to fucking drink it, and it slid out of my jacket, smashed on the floor. But luckily, my mate who walked with us there let me have his. He was old enough to just get some more anyway. So me, that's impossible. I had no more money. So. Where I said moonshine comes in mason jars. Yeah. Captain said he's a non-drinker here. Well, I gave up drinking for about 6 years. But I drink a bit now. Oh, you actually did drop it then, CJ. Yeah, you broke it. That's a shame. Awful to Stoptober and dry January and all go, fuck this country, is not possible to live in sober. Then said slingshot and may or may not have some mason jars with those contents. Same here, actually. Slingshot was I don't think you Brits could handle 140 shine. No, we got plenty of booze that strong, mate. We was probably drinking stronger stuff than that before your country existed. I'm pretty sure we could, as we are a nation of alcohol fiends. Yeah. Like I said, Samuel, have you tried the mezcal with the worm? Said, is it legal to make shine? It is legal to make it. You're just not allowed to sell it. Well, no, I think you need a license to. I think you need a license in this country to what do you call it? Whatever it is, I can't remember what you fucking call it now. Distill alcohol. Yeah, and then you're not allowed to sell it. I may be wrong there though. Irishman said 2020. I remember that from the 90s. Do you remember Woody's and Mugshot too? Don't think of Woody's. Yeah, that rings a bell. Not Mugshot though. I remember riding home on my fizzy chopper with a front flatty and being pissed on about the Merry Down. Yeah, Merry Down's one as well. Yeah. Like I said, Polish vodka is pretty high in alcohol. Bullfrog said Americans don't even drink half as much, mate, as I know this firsthand. Or I said it's not legal here. Pete said I rarely drink. Did you take a look at that site? What site was it, Pete? If it's anything that we spoke to on here, no. Once I said Marcus, yeah, I bought 2 bottles of 95% when I was over there. I guess that's 190 in proof terms. Yeah, because the proof bit's a bit strange for our percentage, isn't it? Yeah. What we call 40% would be 80% proof in America, wouldn't it? Said I learned a valuable lesson in Europe about alcohol content. Yeah, nice. Yeah, because it's different, and the way we sort of rate it. Nice. ABV is the best way to assess alcohol content. Or is it rednecks are power drinkers? He just said bought 2 more bottles. That gone of vodka. Like I said, the sound, where did you get to in Europe? Colonel said you can distill what you want in the UK. Pete said one of your relatives. That's what I said about on your Twitch. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't, mate. No. I will have a look, though. When I said, took the lining off my throat when drunk meat, but good as a mixer, didn't need that much to have a strong drink. Not much taste to it either. Yeah, we've got some here. No one's drunk yet because I didn't fancy it. That would be 100% proof. I think it's about 100% proof. That's what Matey reckons it would be. So about 50%. Wolfgang said there are hardcore pisshead and stoners in every country. Yeah, exactly. Every community has them, don't they? Someone said I was stationed in Germany for almost 5 years, travelled as much as I could while there. Dude, PX, right, mate? I partied in France once and woke up in the UK. Nice. Things like I said, I'll be uploading a new video soon. Nice one. Yeah, sounds like it, doesn't it? What a party. Yeah, Eurotunnel party or on a boat or whatever. Don't start talking about food already. Just as it's getting near 11. Perhaps one of you like to bring that up. No one has brought it up once yet, Captain. Comes to very true, Marks. I miss Europe and the people so much better. Then he said, sing or a power drinkers. Wait till they meet in a Glaswegian. Yeah, I'll get a surprise. Double Sabu said, hardcore piss says, you mean those running the government? Samuel said, yeah, the tunnel. No, I would never drink on a stream, I tell you. As I've said, it's hard enough to keep control sober. Let alone fucking pissed. Irishman said, easy to make small alcohol still. It can also be used to distill water. Yeah, that's a good point, that is. Like I said to Sam, I like Americans, so well-mannered. Awful said, Germany, make sure when you're invited to a party, it's not one of the traditional scat orgies. In fact, don't go to a party with Germans, full stop. I certainly won't be. Yeah, I forgot about that there. Yeah. What's the stuff off? 34 pints of beer is the same as a nice couple of Horlicks. That's the old couple, isn't it? Sat there drinking before they get to bed. Then was Albo said, I knew a bloke who did metal detecting vids and did a few live streams pissed. He did himself no favours whatsoever. Yeah, it's hard enough to keep control of what I say and keep control of what everyone else says on a stream when I'm fucking sober, let alone pissed. It would be no end of fucking, you know. And I think people would take advantage as well. Definitely. Try and make you do stupid things or something. Sam said, Marcus, I think Europeans are more mannered, more relaxed culture. People over here are so uptight. Fiona said, still spirits are still spirits air still is a good starter. Matt said, hey mate, have you seen the video on YouTube of the guy with severe gout having his uric acid crystals cut out of his foot? No, I've not seen that. But they're quite like horrendous, isn't it? The way that shit like can actually grow out like a fucking almost like a spear, doesn't it? Horrible. No, I've not seen that. Don't really want to either. I think I've seen pictures of that kind of stuff though. Sam said the Bullfrog, check out the Love Parade. And stuff said Samuel, probably depends on the state and country a lot. Some people here are downright pricks. Yeah. Well, I think what was it you said, Marcus? Yeah, I like Americans, so well mannered. Yeah, I think when Americans come to visit us, they are nice and polite and well mannered. You know what I mean? And same with us when we go there, we're nice and well mannered and that. But if you lived there, yeah, or live there, you soon think everyone's a rude knob. DJ, I've got friends in America, good people. Yeah, so have I. I've got some relatives in America as well. Like I said, at Sam, Dutch are great. French hate Brits. Bit of a lottery sometimes. Number Sabu said, yeah. He said some stupid things, didn't do his credibility any favours. Yeah. Yeah, and in the end of the day, it's just drunken bollocks, but, you know, it's on fucking camera and people don't forget it. So. Tom said, yeah, probably true, weapon stuff. We all have our arseholes. Things what was Jack Stock came up with an awesome idea that I made a better version of the walking stick sling. Yeah, I was going to do that, weirdly enough, before he did his. For mine, because I don't want to carry it under my arm, but I never did it in the end because I ain't been out with it. Number Sabu said I love watching pimple pop in videos. Yeah, them kind of, or people getting stuff pulled out their ears. It's quite I don't know. You can watch it, can't you? And I don't know what it is, but yeah, they're definitely watchable, aren't they? I don't know what it is about it. So the Southerners is very polite. It depends as well. Like here, people from Yorkshire are considered far more friendly than us in the South. There's that joke: Northerners scare people by saying hello. Yeah, that is a thing, though, isn't it? It's bizarre that yeah, they do think they do say that, they don't they? I don't think he said most of the Yanks I've seen over here just look confused. Dude, it depends on where you go in the US. They tend to sound and act like ourselves. Midwest is very nice. Oh, up Northwest, yeah. Because I definitely prefer European women, though. American women are all money grabbers or money grubbers. Wolf said Dutch folk are lanky as fuck, cool people, and all don't like the fact I'm shorter than the average. They are 5'11". Yeah, strange, isn't it? Simon said, you say hello, we say hey up. Mark said, I've not heard that in years. Sabu said, Canadians and people from Kentucky are great, very friendly. Things it was, Californian are crazy. Just gonna go to the toilet quickly. Tony says, Samuel, women are all the same. There's the good, the bad, the ugly one. Let's take your pick. Yeah, exactly. I said, I'll take the ugly, Tony. Wolfhawk said, who would want to visit the southeast of England and London? It's a crime-ridden dump, but don't get tourists. Yeah, well, I suppose it also really take people, doesn't it? Because the same thing, wherever you go all over the country, if you went to America, they'd say, why would you want to come to New York? It's a shithole. Or wherever, you know what I mean? There's an old saying, all the world's a little strange, save me and thee. I'm not sure about thee. As I said, personally, I'd advise foreigners to visit the old castle, not London. Yeah. I'm so booted a fiver, whether here's the first plot. I wasn't doing a fucking plot, mate. Silent Bird Doctor, I was watching your vids. Yeah, I wouldn't take a guest from out the country to London anymore. Pete said, same. Temple Suburb said, Marcus, yeah, I visited Hope, BC. People were great, and I've made some long-term friends from there. I did the whole Beatles tour while there. Too drunk to remember much, though. I did get a gal to whistle Yankee Doodle Dandy one. Banging her, though. All quiet again. Waiting for your 20 seconds. Kern said, last info I printed out was from 2007. It says UK legal limit for distilled biofuel is 2,500 litres without any need to pay duty or hold any permit to do so. Right. Yeah, no, I don't know anyway. A lot of things that you hear about, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, are all fucking false rumours. You know, it's like with the, you know, like a lot of people think you can't have any guns in this country. And that's just because of false rumours that have been spread. Tom said, I've got mates in Flint, Michigan. When we first met, I was like, oh, yeah, I know of Flint. You have lead in your water. He laughed and said, is that what people in the UK think of when they think of Flint? Tom said, that Michael Moore country. Fucking itchy eye now. Kerner said, so as biofuel, it's just double or triple distill. First distill must be legal. Sabo said, where are you living now, Marcus? If you are still in Canada, you've got to make a trip to Hope. Ain't far from Vancouver in the Fraser Valley, mate. I'm really sad that they've lead in the water for months now, probably a year, and they still haven't fixed it. Yeah, weird thing is, I only know about the water in Flint, right? The only reason I know about that is because there's a piss taking song by Tim Heidecker. I'll post it on here. What is this? Listen to this, one of you lot, and tell me if it tells you about the Flint water. Weapons, I said, I think Warwick Castle would be good for Americans to see, as they didn't really have any European-style history until the 1600s. Yeah, I know they like that kind of stuff. They're not saying, he says, Simon, lead in the water. I'm surprised they don't get charged extra for it. Yeah, exactly. Says, Simon, Nestle can make money off the whole bottled water deal. They got a monopoly on it there. Bryn said, "Hi Simon, ever hunted anything?" Simon said, "Yeah, good point, Sam. Didn't think of that." What was that? Oh, the Nestle thing, yeah. Baltimore says some of the body skeletons at the bottom of the Thames have been there hundreds of years. Many others are recent. Let me know if anyone watches that video I put on. Sam said Nestle gave free water for a short time, then started selling it for a higher price. There were lawsuits going on from it. As I said, thousands of parts of clay pipes on the banks of the Thames as well. Yeah, well, the little white pipes, yeah. DJ said, "I'm just watching the video." Cheers, mate. I'm glad someone did. I'm not saying it's a good video or anything, but that's how I knew about that Flint water. Yeah, because I watched Tim Heidecker things. I'm not saying that video is any good, but it's a piss take of it's Make America Great Again. He's a bit anti-Trump though, so a lot of people probably wouldn't like it. But yeah, it's I don't know. Marcus said there's some great Thames foreshore videos on here. Seen any? That's to Liam. I've not. Yeah, someone was talking to me about mudlarking recently. We'll just through mudlarking Thames. Simon said, "Hey, Bren, a woman, just women, mate. I'm not sure. Hunting laws here, mate." There's a really good Brian Cox documentary on tobacco as part of the Addicted to Pleasure series, and he shows bits of pipes from the Thames. Best smoking documentary I've watched. As not judgmental. What Brian Cox though? Brian Cox the actor or Brian Cox the professor? Because he has a way of talking. You know the way Brian Cox talks, the professor. I cannot watch his stuff because he talks so slowly in that weird way when he's doing documentaries. I literally can't watch it. It starts to make me go fucking like I don't know, like really angry. Brian Cox, the actor, I'd 100% watch. Yeah, actually, I think you've mentioned that before, Liam. Family said, "What is mudlarking?" I'm not 100% sure myself. Friends, I said, "Why would I be on about the imposter?" Exactly. Should have changed his name, shouldn't he? Fiona said, "Just add with an air still. It's very possible to make 5 litres of very good quality spirit, 40% plus for less than a tenner." That's good. Walthall said, "Dover Castle is worth a visit. Dover was voted 10th worst place in the UK. Safe there in the day, just don't go out there at night." Well, I said, "I've noticed, WC, that you don't have any pole arms." Yeah, I ain't made any. Someone said, "I recently saw and 9." Marcus said, "Mudlarking is foraging for relics along the River Thames in London." Someone said, "Mudlarking is waiting for the tide to drop and pick up finds off the shore of the River Thames, but you need a license." Someone said, "A 9-year-old girl found a Viking sword in Sweden." Nice. EJ said he's just subbed Liam. Oh, not Liam. Slingshot Warrior. Once I've said Samuel. Don't base a system of government on it, though. Dumpster Busher, let's go. What a free weapon. Just go magnet fishing. Yeah, well, that's how it appears on the on videos, don't it? Yeah, yeah. Go magnet fishing, you'll find every fucking thing. Loaded and cocked fucking. Well, not loaded, but a cocked fucking crossbow. Marcus said to Slingshot Warrior, "How did you get on with your bud complaint?" Yeah, how did you get on with that? Slingshot Warrior, you can make a metal reinforced quarterstaff. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done a staff. Well, I have done in the old days anyway. As I said, listen, strange women lying in pond, distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme execution power derives from a mandate from the masses, not some farcical aquatic ceremony. That's Monty Python, isn't it? Fuck me, I thought I had a crack on my fucking phone then. Something I also saw a YouTube video that UK has a desert there too. I'm doing camped overnight in it. I do not know where that is. I think it was Hurricane Michael shut them down. What's that, mate? Oh, Bud K. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, so it was the hurricane that was stopping you getting through. No, I had a feeling you'd probably think that, CJ. I think most people would say the video's not for them. You know, yeah, I agree with you. No, but it's just that's the only reason I know about Flint having funny water from that video. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me saying. I was saying most people probably wouldn't like it, or yeah, it's not a good video, but it just happens to be how I know about yeah, that. Barnett Burton, I'm going to go. Have a nice day. See you later, mate. Like I said, that time, no, desert, not in the UK. If it is, it must be a little thing or something that no one's heard of. But weird thing is, I've heard of that video about someone camping in a desert over here, but I just thought it was bollocks, you know. Well, not bollocks, but it wouldn't be a real desert because I don't think there are there? Mike, have you seen Wait for Further Instructions? It's a British horror. It's actually pretty good. No, I've not even heard of that. I'll write that down. Right, I'll look that up. Right. NY Scout said, I feel like shit, suicidal as fuck right now, and I feel like shit. Oh, I hope you're all right, mate. I don't know what I can say, really. Right, where am I? What I said, these phones are down because of the storm. Well, the Dungeness is a must. If you visit South East, just don't jump in the sea gun plant. Some said UK desert called Dungeness, I think. Well, I asked Bullfrog, he's just said Dungeness. He's just mentioned it just above you. So, Bullfrog, is there a desert in Dungeness? I said, you Brits don't know we get hurricanes. Yeah, we get hurricanes. Well, not hurricanes, but actually, I don't know what you mean there, things like you Brits don't know we get hurricanes. Yeah, it's been on our news. You got hurricanes. It's just, I don't know actually what you're on about now. No, but you must not have known that those Bud K lines was down from the hurricane, because otherwise you wouldn't have rang them up, would you? CJ, Silent Bird Doctor, see you. Like I said, is that Kent Survival Channel? So speaking of pole arms, there was more realistic HEMA video where they had trained swordsmen fighting untrained plebs with spears. Spear users won 3 times as often. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting, actually. How much did I think so, Marcus? Yeah, well, that goes to show, doesn't it? That yeah, that's good. I like that, Liam. Yeah. Abu said that new remake looks. Yeah, the Pet Sematary remake. I thought it looked quite good. Not as good as the original, but yeah, does look worth a watch. It doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty good. But it's one of them. I would definitely watch it. Yeah. He just said, I'm just watching rats run around. Then he said, we do get hurricanes. I had one in. I had to work in one once. Yeah, I said, get a tack brolly and you're sorted in this weather. Whereas I said, range is generally king with combat. Then what he said, webs and stuff, one of Lindy Beige. DJ Raptor, Marcus climbing up the shed. He said, oh, you should make a metal reinforced quarterstaff. I probably will do one day. I said, in one-on-one, spears won against swords very often. One-on-one against sword and a shield. Swords had a slight edge. Both the shields, swords had an edge. The formation spears had a massive advantage. They're not the one where he's chatting with the other bloke, Skoda Gladiatoria. Irishman said, spears are supposed to be the easiest of the ancient weapons to learn to use. Abu said, Between Worlds is okay, 2 with Nicolas Cage. You seen that Nicolas Cage film Mandy? That was quite good. In fact, I really enjoyed that. It was a bit like watching a 1980s fucking sort of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Not that Cage is acting like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but the killings, the deaths. Then he said to himself, that's the good one. Good, wasn't it? Mark said to CJ, if I had time over again, I'd just get a Jack Russell. Ron said the Bullfrog have 2 headstones on the back of my land from the 1800s. I always wondered what they were buried with. It's just open desert and cowboys and Indians back then. Yeah. Richard said, wing spear's my favourite bowl arm. Close second is the bill hook. Bullfrog said, I saw some moped kid up there take one out of his coat a few seconds. Looked like a Glock size. You see these kids riding in groups of 3 to 4, some riders legally as they're on L plates. And I generally don't like HEMA stuff. Reenactment stuff is more authentic equipment. I think it demonstrates why pole arms are used by the entire world for thousands of years. He's always said the quarter, the good English culture, what the blackthorn is to the Irish. Yeah, I'll make one day. It's just getting around to it. Mark said, Samuel, awesome, do a video of it. And Sabu said, yeah, mate, I didn't like Mandy. It promised so much, and the bikers were not what the movie implied they were. Yeah, you're right there, yeah, because it makes you feel. Oh, I won't spoil it anyway. I thought it was quite good, though. You didn't really like it then? Simon said, that's cool, Sam. You can make a video showing them. Oh, yeah, what the headstones? Yeah, that would be interesting. Nicolas Cage's best film is Season of the Witch. Which one's that? Is that the one with Ron Perlman in it? It's Ron Perlman in it, isn't it? Yeah. If that's the one, I have seen that. I did think that was quite good. I like a lot of Nicolas Cage's older films. In a lot of his older films, early films, he was really good. And then he went a bit shit for a while, didn't he? See you later, Rob. Good night, mate. He just said, Marcus, my dog won't touch the rats. Oh, is that what you're talking about? The Jack Russell, yeah. He said, funny thing that always put big fences around graveyards. People inside ain't going anywhere. Nobody wants to go in. Exactly. It's weird, isn't it? Sam said to Marcus, I'll record the headstones for you. There aren't the original crosses. Still pretty neat. I learned a lot about them from the rancher next door. He's 5th generation on his land. All right, yeah, so you know then, yeah. Wolfhawk said there's a large shale, if that's what you call the stuff, plain in Dungeness. Don't think I'd call it a desert. That's probably what it is then, Bullfrog. It must be that. Shale plain. I suppose, though, if you was going to do a video on it, you'd probably just call it a desert because it'd be easier. Diamond said, Sam, cheers, that'd be interesting. I'm just saying, I thought everyone was dying to get in there. Ah, what's that? Did he watch the Magic Pumpkin? Something there. Irishman said to Weapons, I've never heard of the Magic Pumpkin. I made a spear once by hammering a steel rod into a steel pipe and sharpening the rod with a spike. I've made some spears. I got some spears up in the loft. People were vandalising graveyards should be strung up. Yeah. Irishman said, yeah, Ron Perlman. Yeah, I have seen that. Then I thought that was quite good. Who was the other bloke in it? These weapons are true. Well, the problem is they are always late. I did a video in Dungeness behind the plant that outlet makes a whirlpool like water movement. Yeah, I've seen that. Rumble Sabu said, I like the rock. Yeah, that was all right. Yeah, that's quite a good film, isn't it? But yeah, he had a bit of a funny turn for a while, didn't he? Start doing a load of shit films. But a lot of his early ones are brilliant. Raise Now His Own is good. What's the David Lynch one he's in? Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head what's called now. Yeah. Fuck, I can't think. Women's Off said not the. We actually have an issue in our local graveyard where people reserve a space in life and are never heard from again. So they have a backlog of reserves and no grave being filled. So I'll check your channel out, Bullfrog. Like I said to Sam, that'll be good. I look forward to seeing that. What's that fucking David Lynch film with Cage in? Maybe soon we'll see you do a tactical pitchfork product. Yeah, you might do. I've got to finish all my other stuff first, though. Wolfram said Dungeness is 40 minutes away from me. Evil Knievel said, hello, Germany. Say Frankie. He said the weapons and stuff around here, we are running out of space for them. Richard Smith said, believe it or not, that spear I made was my first ever attempt at building a spear. Ian, you right, mate? I ain't going to be on for about 10 more minutes, sadly. Good to see you on for a bit, though. Tom Sabu said, have you watched Hereditary yet, Mike? Yes, I have. That's good, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, I really liked Hereditary. Yeah, I thought it was decent. Tom said, let me get hold of the neighbour and see if I can get more background info on the headstones, and I'll do a video for you guys. I'd watch that, Sam. That'd be good, that. Weapons Off said they extended it, but the issue is they have a stupid reservation system where people die and their families don't actually have them buried there, and it's a nightmare. Tom said, how's that helmet faring behind you? I saw the video on it. Just sat there doing nothing until I get some stuff for it. But yeah, eventually it'll be something will happen with it. At the minute, it's just sat there. Where was I? Simpson Warrior said, what other projects you got? Well, still got to finish 2 crossbows. Right, 2 crossbows, sheath for my Bowie knife. What other stuff? Something else, but I can't think what it was. But yeah, not loads, but still, you know, be a while. Can't think off the top of my head. That helmet, possibly. Rolf said there's a really nice pub down here. The only thing is you can't get ruined because they have drive back. So limited quite enough. Ah, right. It's just one sort of out the way kind of ones, yeah. Evil said I drink beer and you, yeah. Well, no, I drink vodka mainly now. Mark said to Ian, hey Ian, not been on that surplus store in Burton yet. I'll definitely do it soon. Then he said to Liam, like the elephant's graveyard here, all the paintings seem to come here and die for some reason. Tony, see you later, mate. As I've said, why not make a glue factory there? Evil said rock and roll. Yeah, rock and roll, mate. Sammy said a couple of cup holders glued to the sides of that helmet and long straw behind it. Yeah, I agree with you there. Not Z said the council did suggest that, but it turned out to be a sticky subject. That's the first one of the night. It's weird, no one had bothered all night long. Yeah, see you later, whoever's going. I'm going to be off in 5 minutes as well. It's been a while since I've seen you do a tutorial. I've done that sort of fixing the knife, didn't I? But I've still got to finish the tutorial on the crossbow. There's 1 or 2 more parts and it'll be done. Yeah. Daniel said, take care, CJ. Look forward to your video. I think that proposed law pertaining to the prohibition of under 18s air weapons on private land is ridiculous, mate. Yeah, I agree with you there. It's totally ridiculous. As someone mentioned, so they won't be able to shoot air guns, but they can still shoot shotguns. You know, fucking utterly ridiculous. Simon said, how do you pronounce Bowie knife? I thought it was Bowie. Oh, Bowie, yeah. I say Bowie knife. Yeah, I say Bowie knife. That's how I say it, Bowie knife. As I said, you missed his earlier ones then, and mine about them dying to get in the graveyard. Oh, I must have missed that, or I didn't realise they were jokes. Yeah, I must have not noticed them. Robert Sabu said I would have come out with glue jokes, but I'm stuck. Simon said, yeah, at David Bowie knives. Weapon Substance said to Simon, at David. Yeah. Don't people say it Bowie as well? David Bowie knives. So is it Bowie or Bowie? So it could now be Bowie, Bowie, or Bowie. But I say Bowie. CJ said, take care, Sam. Ian said, I like the one about the camera, Mike. Maybe get one. No, well, worth getting. Things that were, I wonder what you're going to make the sheath out of. Well, because it's the easiest thing I can get hold of. The first initial one will be Kydex. Possibly a pouch on it for a survival tin. Wolfrock said Bowie is American, like how they say aluminum or aluminium. Call them what you want to call them. Yeah, exactly. Someone said I say Bowie. I've heard both here. I think it's one of them no one really knows. Simon said, that's settled it yet. Yeah, so it could be Bowie, Bowie, or Bowie knife now. Yeah, aluminium. There's an extra I in there. I can't understand how anyone can get the oo sound from ow. You don't rue a boat, do you? Exactly. Bullfrog said call it a Bowie knife. Tom said, yeah, I like the way Americans call it aluminum. Well, they don't do the I either. It's aluminum, not aluminium. They don't do the inium bit. They take the I out. One of the stuff said the Americanism I find the weirdest is calling a carbine a carbine. Yeah, it's quite weird, wasn't it? Since it was as American, I don't care how you pronounce it. Ian said, "I mentioned food tonight." No, you bastard. He's just brought it up 1 minute before we go. Right, don't do it. Just don't do it. Bullfrog. No, I wasn't on about you, Bullfrog. I was on about, I don't know where he's. No, I was on about Simon. He said, yeah, I love the way Americans call it aluminium, but they don't. It's the I. They leave out the I. They don't say inium or ium. It's just num to them. Aluminum, not aluminium. You know what I mean? I just call it Ali because I can't spell the fucker info. Well, I'm going off now. I'll just read these last comments. Yeah, my bloody belly's been rumbling for a while, but I'm not eating anything. Right. I won't read out these last things. It's just carbine stuff and aluminum. Right. I'll be on tomorrow about the same time. This is the times I'm doing them now, 9:30 till 11:30. Yeah, check out Slingshot Warriors videos and everyone else's. Go and all sub to each other. Cheers for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then, same time. So, yeah, carbines on toast. All right, see you later. Ian, Bullfrog, Marcus, Simon, Jumps Abu, Liam, Samuel, Bristol, CJ, 7C, Jumps Abu, Ian. Yeah. All right, sorry if I missed anyone. Peach, CBD. Yeah, I'll check it out. Marcus. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. I've written that down, Simon, as well. That's on there. Mr. In Between, Pole Knives, waiting for further instructions, home security stream. All right, see you all later. Good night.